Tiny doesn't mean boring. It means bizarre, brilliant, and beyond belief. These pint-sized animals defy expectations, from snakes thinner than spaghetti to frogs that could fit on your thumbnail. They're rare, they're real, and they'll completely change how you see the natural world. This is the side of evolution most people never notice. Ready to get hit with knowledge you didn't know you needed? Ever seen a snake thinner than spaghetti? The Barbados thread snake is the world's smallest known snake, measuring just 4 inches long. Native to Barbados, this blind burrower resembles a tiny shoelace and feeds on insect larvae. It's so small it can coil on a coin. Despite its size, it's a fascinating evolutionary marvel showing how reptiles adapt to island ecosystems. How small can a vertebrate really be? Meet Paedocyprus progenetica, also known as the stout floater. Found in Indonesia's peat swamps, it's just 0.3 inches long, making it one of the world's tiniest fish. With a nearly transparent body and a simplified skeleton, it survives in oxygen-poor, acidic waters. This miniature fish exemplifies extreme adaptation in harsh environments and remains a biological marvel in freshwater biodiversity. Can a bird be mistaken for a bee? The bee hummingbird, native to Cuba, is the smallest bird on Earth at just 2 inches long. Males shimmer with iridescent plumage and weigh less than a dime. They beat their wings up to 80 times per second and consume half their body weight in nectar daily. Despite its size, this bird is a critical pollinator in its fragile ecosystem. Did you know there's a reptile that fits comfortably on a matchstick? Bruxia micra, discovered in Madagascar, is among the smallest chameleons in the world, maxing out at around 1 inch. It lives in leaf litter, camouflaging perfectly among twigs and dirt. This tiny reptile sleeps in low shrubs and uses its tail for balance. It's a striking example of island dwarfism and nature's ability to miniaturize complex organisms. Ever heard of a frog the size of a pencil tip? The Monte Iberia aleuth, found only in a small region of Cuba, is one of the smallest frogs on Earth at 0.4 inches. It thrives in moist forest floors and is critically endangered. Despite its minuscule size, it emits an impressive call. Its tiny stature and narrow habitat range make it a poignant symbol of conservation urgency. What has the body of a bee but the wings of a bat? Known as the bumblebee bat, Kitty's hog-nosed bat weighs just 2 grams and measures under 1.5 inches. It's the smallest mammal by skull size and lives in limestone caves in Thailand and Myanmar. Feeding on insects at dusk, it hovers like a hummingbird. Its survival depends heavily on undisturbed cave habitats and specialized ecosystems. Which mammal eats constantly just to survive? The Etruscan shrew is the world's smallest mammal by weight, averaging just 0.06 ounces. It lives across southern Europe and Asia, feeding every 2 hours to fuel its rapid metabolism. Despite its size, it's fiercely active, with a heartbeat of over 1,500 beats per minute. Its tiny body hides a powerhouse of energy and efficiency. Ever heard of a tortoise that could live in your palm? South Africa's speckled padloper is the world's smallest tortoise, with adults measuring around 3 inches. Covered in golden speckles, it blends into rocky terrain. This shy herbivore is vulnerable to habitat loss and illegal pet trade. Its small size doesn't hinder its resilience. It survives in harsh, arid conditions with precision and care evolved over millennia. Can a lizard be smaller than your thumbnail? The Jaragua dwarf gecko, native to the Dominican Republic, is one of the smallest reptiles ever recorded at just 0.6 inches. It inhabits dry forests and hides in leaf litter. Despite its size, it hunts even tinier prey. Discovered in 2001, this gecko highlights how much biodiversity remains hidden in overlooked microhabitats. Did you know a fish can live its whole life in a puddle? The miniature pygmy goby, Panduca pygmaea, is found in brackish waters of Southeast Asia and can measure under half an inch. It's one of the tiniest vertebrates and has a short lifespan of just a few weeks. Transparent and delicate, it exemplifies minimalism in aquatic life, thriving in tide pools and mangroves where larger fish simply can't survive. What nocturnal marsupial fits in your hand? The western pygmy possum, native to Australia, weighs around 0.4 ounces and measures just 2.5 inches. It's a nectar-feeding marsupial that pollinates native plants. With prehensile tails and large eyes, it's adapted for a nocturnal, arboreal lifestyle. Despite its size, It plays a vital ecological role and is a master of camouflage and survival in arid zones. Which monkey can cling to your finger? The pygmy marmoset, found in the Amazon basin, is the world's smallest monkey, standing just 4 to 6 inches tall. It lives in trees, feeding on tree sap, insects, and fruits. Known for its acrobatics and social nature, it communicates with high-pitched calls. Despite its size, it displays complex behavior and family bonding common in larger primates. Ever heard of a rodent that hops like a kangaroo but fits in your palm? These adorable rodent acrobats are some of the tiniest jumpers in the animal kingdom. The Baluchistan pygmy jerboa, found in Pakistan, is just 1.7 inches long and is often considered the smallest rodent on Earth. But it's not alone. Another close cousin, the dwarf three-toed jerboa, hops around the deserts of Central Asia and is slightly larger at around 2 inches. Both look like tiny kangaroos with oversized legs and tails built for bouncing through dry, open terrain. Can you imagine a rabbit that vanishes into sagebrush? The pygmy rabbit of North America is the world's smallest rabbit, averaging 10 inches in length and weighing under a pound. It feeds almost exclusively on sagebrush and is an expert digger, making burrows in soft soils. Its survival is tied closely to its habitat, making it highly vulnerable to environmental disruption. Small yet tenacious, it embodies wilderness resilience. How about this? A shark that glows in the dark and fits in your hand. The dwarf lantern shark is the world's smallest known shark, maxing out at around 8 inches. Found off the coasts of Colombia and Venezuela, it lives in deep waters and emits light from photophores to camouflage itself. Despite its small stature, it's a fierce predator of plankton and small crustaceans. It's a reminder that even sharks come in miniature. Can you imagine a fully grown hippo the size of a large dog? The pygmy hippopotamus is a rare forest-dwelling cousin of the common hippo, native to West Africa. Standing about 3 feet tall, it's shy and nocturnal, living in dense swamps. Unlike its larger relatives, it's more solitary and agile on land. Endangered due to habitat loss, this species is a quieter emblem of Africa's biodiversity. Did you know about a raptor smaller than your hand but full of attitude? The pygmy falcon, Africa's smallest bird of prey, measures just 8 inches long. Despite its tiny size, it's a fierce predator, feeding on insects, lizards, and small birds. Uniquely, it often nests in communal homes built by weaver birds. Agile and aggressive, it punches far above its weight in the savanna food chain. Did you know an owl could perch on your finger? Pygmy owls are tiny but ferocious hunters, measuring just 6 to 7 inches. Found across North America and Europe, they are active during the day. Unlike most owls, they prey on insects and even small birds. Despite their size, they are bold and aggressive, often taking on prey their own size. Their small frame hides a commanding presence in the treetops. Did you know a primate moves in slow motion but strikes with venom? The pygmy, slow loris, native to Southeast Asia, grows to about 7 inches. With big eyes and slow movements, it looks harmless, but it has a venomous bite, rare among mammals. Nocturnal and solitary, it feeds on insects, fruits, and tree gum. Sadly, it's threatened by deforestation and illegal pet trade. It's a mysterious jewel of the rainforest. Can a horse really be the size of a large dog? Miniature horses, like the Falabella breed, stand just 2.5 to 3 feet tall. Originally developed in Argentina, they are bred for companionship, therapy, and show. Despite their size, they have full horse behavior and proportions. Intelligent and trainable, they are often used as service animals. They blend elegance and charm with practical adaptability in small-scale equine form. Can you imagine a primate that can curl into a tablespoon? Madame Bertha's mouse lemur is the world's smallest primate, weighing just 1 ounce and measuring under 4 inches. Native to Madagascar, it's nocturnal and feeds on insects and fruit. Its large eyes help it navigate in the dark. Threatened by habitat loss, this tiny lemur is a living symbol of Madagascar's rich but vulnerable biodiversity. And that's a wrap for today. But don't worry, that was just the tip of iceberg. For more jaw-dropping discoveries, check our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe us.